What was that we just went over? We own the island, guys. We've bought it. There it is. It's back. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of our Stormworks career mode Let's Play. And what we're doing today is, well, at the moment we're at the Isle of Donk, where we left off in episode 5, at the north side of the island. But we need to start thinking about buying another island, guys. We need an island where you can build bigger boats. And currently, we are in the right location. Well, sort of. So if we look at the map here, we're on the north side. But down on the south side, we have terminal spy cakes. Now, not only does this have a really good dock for building in, much bigger boats, but also you can build trains here. And with this track, you can actually get up to the Arctic. So that should be really helpful. However, I think it's quite expensive. So we're going to go over there right now. I mean, I can afford it because it's green. But we don't know exactly how much money we'll have left. It might be 100,000, I'm not sure yet. So we're going to go down there and find out how much, okay? Then we're going to go and sell some jet fuel with a new tanker to make some money, make sure we have enough left to build bigger boats after purchasing our new island, guys, okay? I'm also going to make a couple of modifications to the tanker to make it carry even more fuel and remain more balanced under passage as well, okay? So I'll be with you shortly down at Terminal Spy Cakes, where we will find out how much this thing costs. Okay, so we have now just jumped onto the dock, and over there in the distance you can see a board, and that will tell us how much the island is worth, okay? But on the way, this is the diesel tank where you fill up boats. There's the workbench for the dock. Up there you can see where you build the trains. And then, yeah, there's not much else here. We might find a crate in a minute if we're lucky. But here's the board, so when you walk up to it, you get the price straight away. 40,000, that's pretty good, guys. That is actually a lot cheaper than I expected, so we're going to purchase that right now. And yeah, we'll be left with 64,500, okay? That's fine, actually. I thought it was going to be more like 80 or 100,000. There we go, we own the island, guys. We've bought it. It's ours now. It's all ours. The board disappears. There it is. It's back. Okay, so now we can do a quick sweep of the island, well, the immediate area anyway, for crates. So let's head into this building here. Let's see what we find. Nothing. Oh, nothing in there either. That's a shame. Do these switches work? They do as well. Oh, is that the bathroom light? It's not bad, is it? You know what, guys? It'd be nice to have these switches on in our inventory, you know, to put on boats and things. Maybe in the future. We could also go... Well, let's go around here, shall we? In the skip? No. Can't see anything at all so far. Nothing around the back either. I'm sure there's something on the island, guys. It's a big island, so there must be something, but maybe not in this dock here. There's one more area we can check, and that is over in the train shed, if that's what it's called. Right, here we go then. What do we get in number 4? Nothing at all. What about number 3 and 2? Again, nothing. But that, guys, is where the workbench is, and of course the diesel tank as well. What about number 1? Ah, what a shame. Okay, so now all of this area is searched. Let's go and sell some jet fuel just to recover the money that we've spent on the island. So one issue we have at the moment, guys, is that the fuel tank over there, is completely full of diesel. That means that any boat we want to despawn, we're either going to waste the fuel or we have to store it somewhere. So, you know, we've got over 2,000 litres here. We'll probably use a bit up, you know, selling this batch of jet fuel. I may design some kind of barge or platform or pontoon to store the fuel, and then, you know, we can just anchor it offshore here. Also, guys, we can actually use the fuel pontoon over at the sell point for the jet fuel. So if we put it there, I think I said a few episodes ago that if we... What was that we just went over? Was that a wave? Or... It was a crate! Guys, that was... I mean, it's pretty scary. I thought that was a megalodon or something. But thank goodness it's only a crate. Oh man. Okay, that actually that actually made me panic a bit. We're okay. Hopefully there's no damage. I don't think there will be. It's only a piece of wood, isn't it? So let's go up and get this thing. See what's inside. Right, panic over. What do we have here? Luckily we saw that as well, because well, we didn't see it, but I mean it's really misty at the moment, isn't it? Quite foggy. So, in fact, I'm just going to pull the clutch in, just in case. And if we're lucky, grab it from the deck again, like the other one. Oh, the engines are revving. Let's do it quickly, shall we? Let's get back and boost that throttle. There we go. Right, robotic pivot rather. 9 points and some money, whatever that was. Very good. So anyway, guys, back on track now, and I just wanted to also say the fuel pontoon that we could build for this diesel here to store at the island, we can also put that just at the sell point for the jet fuel, and then we can just use it to dock up to and sell fuel much quicker and easier than, you know, connecting that connector which is under the water. We have to go and find this at the moment and connect it all up, so that'll be an easier option. Also, it might be a lot faster if we add a ton of pumps to it, you know. So I think we'll do that after we sold the jet fuel. We'll head back to the island in the brand new dock. We'll build our fuel pontoon there, and either it will have its own power, or we could just tow it over actually with this boat here. Tow it over, anchor it down. If we have the right components to do so, I'll have to check and do some research possibly. And then, yeah, it'll be a really handy little pontoon, and I'm sure it will come in very useful, not only for these two uses, but probably in the future as well, like in the Arctic, for example, or any new island we buy, we can use this pontoon to store extra fuel, so we don't waste any, guys, alright? So, I'll sell this fuel pretty quickly. I will bring you along the way, but I'll just make it a quick, you know, couple of clips, because you've seen me do it already now, and obviously I'll show you how much money I make, and then we'll head back to the dock and start our next project, guys, okay? See you in a minute. Okay, just a quick update, guys. We are now full of jet fuel, ready to sell it on the island just over there. As you can see, the boat's fairly well balanced, actually, considering all the weight at the bow there. But two things. First of all, we have this mission here, locate the lost research swimmer. And I've just never ever been able to complete this mission. So if anyone has completed it, guys, let me know in the comments down below, please. But I have tried many times, and once I spent about 2 hours, I think, trying to do it. Admittedly, I never used radar for it, but I think most people wouldn't actually have radar for this mission in career mode, so, you know, I'm just going to not bother with that one. It'll be a waste of time for us. However, we have just about completed our next area of research, and that is displays here. So yeah, it wasn't the one that you just saw, it's this one here. 20 seconds left, and then we get the gauge, the paintable indicator and sign, the buzzer, which will come in handy, and then it gives us the ability to research the instrument panel after that. So that's really, really helpful stuff actually, and then video equipment and so on. Okay, guys, so that's the update, and I'll be back with you after we have sold our jet fuel, and I'll show you how much we make. Okay, everybody, so it's chucking it down outside, as you can see there, but it's also almost night time actually. But what we have done is made some money, so let me show you what we've made there. You can see 97,551, so we made about 30,000 plus a bit more from that crate that we found on the way. And then in terms of research, we've actually just that thunder and lightning, yeah, we've actually just completed the research on the displays. So we now have these 4 components here. But we've also started the next one, the advanced displays. So that's what we're currently doing. 13 minutes to go on that. And then we'll have the amazing instrument panel, which we really need to tidy up the you know, the cockpits and the consoles and all the rest of it. So that's really useful. It's almost done. And then we'll go on to the next one, of course, after that. But what we're going to do now is go down to the workbench before it gets too dark, and we're going to actually walk around the new fuel pontoon which I've made, which we're going to anchor offshore just over in that direction, just outside of the build area, and then we're going to, well, we'll put the remaining fuel from this tanker into that fuel pontoon and just store it there, because this tank here is currently full to the top. Alright, so we don't waste any fuel that way. And then we'll think about actually towing our fuel pontoon over to the jet fuel island as well, which might speed up the process of selling. Okay, but as you can see, there is currently a research drone out there 2.2 kilometers away, and that's the mission that we currently have. It's not going to take very long. We have plenty of time to do it, so we'll look here, over an hour to do that one, and it's very, very easy. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that mission already, so we'll do that as well before the end of the episode, guys. Okay, so I'll be back with you in a minute, where we'll go down to the workbench and take a look at the new fuel pontoon. Okay, then here's the fuel pontoon, and this is what she has: 8 ladders, 2 winches with controls, a cabin with a light switch panel and a bed, a fluid storage tank, twin pumps each for the in and the out, backup fluid connectors in case the pumps don't work, a battery pack with 4 medium batteries, 1 dial and 1 electrical connector, nothing inside the hull, and weight blocks underneath. So now let's spawn it in, anchor it offshore and fill it up with the excess fuel. Right, we've just backed up to the front of the pontoon here, so now I think what I'm going to do, guys, is use this winch with the mag and connect it to the back of the tanker there. So just winch that down a bit. I reckon that's about, I don't know, 5 meters we'll need. Oh, there we go, 6.5 there. So we put the mag on. Hopefully it's not near the ground. Yeah, that's fine. That's alright. Grab this. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it is pretty dark. And we'll just... Oh, I'm drowning. Okay, we'll stick that on there. Maybe I could just move it a bit, actually. I can move it into the middle. Oh, it won't let me. Never mind. It's almost in the middle. Okay, let's get back on board. And we'll tow it round. Well, I've put a waypoint there, guys. So I reckon that is, you know, shallow enough, but also not too close to the land, so we won't get swept in and get it damaged if it gets windy and choppy. Alright then. Let's go. Oh no, we're in reverse, we're in reverse. Okay, we'll do it nice and easy, because that mag, it can disconnect if you apply too much force to it, so yeah, we don't want to go too quickly here. It should be absolutely fine. Alright, almost there. A few more meters to go. Looking good. Of course, I made it the same colour scheme as this tanker here. I just thought it'd be quite fitting to do that. Why not? Right, good. Let's take off the power now. Then we'll disconnect it, anchor it down, and hopefully, well, we'll go and test it at the workbench to make sure it's not too close. Dark. But I think that's going to be fine, guys. Turn off the lights here. Go on board. See, that indicator there tells us when it's connected as well, and that's the cable length dial. So, mag off. Now, I'm going to pull it all the way in, pretty much, and then lower it down again. So it'll go straight down. There we are. They do have weight blocks on, actually, as well, so you might just be able to see that there. It should sink straight down. There we go. Now, if I just put the mag on now, it'll connect to the floor, the seabed, straight away. There we go. Done. Now we'll leave that connected with a bit of slack, just in case we get some waves. We don't want it to be pulled, you know, so hard that it actually disconnects. Let me do the same thing over here. Actually, I've got a gap on the other one. Let's have a look at that quickly. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I haven't quite finished it, guys. Never mind, it still works. So I've got a gap here in front of the winch, but I don't on this side, annoyingly. It doesn't matter, it's really fine. So, anchor down. Then we'll put the mag on, so it doesn't connect to the hull. Keep going until the light shows. Perfect. Done. Alright, so how deep is that one? 13.25 meters. Quite a long way, actually. That's deeper than I thought. About over here. 13.52, that's pretty accurate, isn't it? It's quite flat underneath us here. Alright guys, we're done. So now what we need to do is go to the workbench and see if this is far enough away so that it doesn't despawn back into the bench when we access it. Okay, so the moment of truth. Our pontoon is... where is it? Just about see it over there. When we click on this workbench here, will it despawn? Yes, it's alright guys, it's fine. It's worked. So we can leave that there now and there'll be no problem at all. As long as the mags stay connected through, you know, choppy water and wind and all the rest of it, there's nothing to worry about. So next I'm going to spawn a second one here and take it over to the island where we sell our jet fuel. Right guys, so what you can see there is the research drone that we need for our mission. And I've decided to go and get it on the way because it really is literally on the way to the island where we're selling the jet fuel. So I thought we'd tow it behind the pontoon here on the other mag. So let's go and we'll go swimming for a minute and try and drag it round to the stern of the pontoon. We're almost there. I just hope sharks don't come and eat me on the way. That's it. Almost there. Okay, it's pretty damn cold as well, as you can see. So I may have to get out the water in a minute. But let's now grab the mag. We'll lower it down about 3 meters or so. Turn it on. Lower it down a bit more. Hopefully that is enough right there to connect it up. There it is. Okay. Try and get it right on the nose of this thing. Perfect. Alright then, so we're towing 2 things now. But I think how it's going to work is, see there's the destination for the mission. So, well, we might as well complete the mission down there when it's morning and then head off to the island where we can then anchor our pontoon offshore. Okay, we've arrived everyone, and 133 odd meters away. I think all we need to do is tow this into the bay here. So we'll just disconnect it, and oh, I didn't mean to jump off then. Yeah, we'll just disconnect it here. Pull in the winch. Job done. Okay, next we're going to just tow it in by hand. I think it's much easier, as we've got this massive pontoon to tow behind the tanker as well. We might as well just do this by hand. So it should complete any moment now. There we go. 6 points. Temperature probe times 4. I don't know why we need 4, but never mind. And 11.5 grand. Very good. On to the next job, guys. We're going to tow this pontoon now over, I think actually, is that the island? Let's have a look. It is this one here. Yeah, that's it. So I'll be with you over there and we'll anchor it down and connect it up. Hopefully all will be good. See you over there. Okay, we've made it everybody. We are now outside the jet fuel island, just offshore. And as you can see, I have just connected up the fuel connector here. So all we have to do now is leave it there permanently. And then when we arrive here, we'll just attach our boat or our tanker to this connector here. Then we can use the pumps and the tank and yeah, just sell it hopefully much more easily. And we won't have to go searching for our connector down under the water all the time because it's already up here. I have anchored this side of the pontoon, but actually that's it's getting a bit close, isn't it? Try and move that off if we can. There we go, just give it a bit of room there. I need to do the other anchor, so let's go over here. And providing that is far enough from the shore, it is quite close actually. But yeah, that's quite close, isn't it? I think we'll be okay. Let's have a look at the line down here. If we pull that in a bit, if we pull this winch in a bit, it should take us further off the rocks. Oh, that one. We'll have to do it carefully. There we go. It's pulling us out. Oh, that's quite aggressive actually. Okay, easy. Easy. Let's have a look. That's much better now. Yep, that's good. And hopefully there's a tiny bit of slack there. Yeah, it's fairly tight, but I think we'll be okay. just in case the waves pick up. Get a tiny bit extra. There we go. Then over this side, well, again, we'll just sort of move the stern of the pontoon out. Should be pivoting around the other anchor, which is good. But plenty of room, and then we'll just anchor it here. Okay. Anchor down. About 3 meters. We put the mag on. Oh, and anchor it down all the way until the light goes here. There we are. Job done. Now let's just see how much we've got on this one. Yeah, we can pull that in a bit, so we don't go near the rocks. Oh, that's a bit too much. Bit too much. Okay. Yeah, that just unsettled it quite a lot. That's good. That is actually pretty good. Hopefully they'll be fine. There'll be no damage here. We are connected. Job done, guys. We can leave it here. Now, there's one issue, but I have solved that problem, sort of. So, we don't have any way of generating new power at the moment. We've got no solar panels, no generator on here. But what I have done is begun the next area of research. And you can see here that that is solar panels, giant or large electric batteries, you know, generator and motor as well. So, that has got half an hour to go. But the thing is, we can always just come along here every now and then and generate some power for it if we need to with our electrical connector, which is right on the back of the battery pack. So we're safe, we're fine, and actually even after all that towing, we still have 98% battery, so it's absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about. So now we're going to take the tanker back home, but on the way I'm going to actually fill it up with diesel, and I won't film that bit, but just so you guys know what I'm doing. Also, I found a crate, and another crate is just over here somewhere. Can we see it from here? I don't think we can see it. It's not spawning in, but it is just over here, about 1 kilometre. Oh, there it is. About 1 kilometre away. Hope you guys can see that there. So we're going to go and get that first, and then I'll get some fuel off camera, and then I'll see you back at base, where we'll store our excess diesel. Nice. Okay guys, so we're back at base, docked up, ready to go. What I need to do now is transfer the diesel from the tanker into the tank on the pontoon, but I forgot to add a winch to extend my fuel connector out from the tanker or the pontoon, so there was no way of actually connecting them up together. So what I've done is I've gone back into the workbench and I've made this, and this here is an extension with 2 fuel connectors on either end, with a winch, a medium winch there, so you can pass fluid through this. And all I'm going to do is hook it up, as you can see here, to the in of the tank, and then I'm going to extend the winch out and connect it up to the tanker. So I'll be back with you in a minute when I've connected up the winch to the tanker, and we'll hopefully see the fuel transferring from the boat into the pontoon. We've connected up to the tanker, and now we have to go back onto the pontoon here, press this button, right guys, and hopefully the fuel will start transferring. I'm a bit nervous about this. Let's see if it works. Yes, it's working. Okay. After all that effort, the work has paid off. So, well, it's not that fast, but it works, and that's all I care about, really. Full battery for some reason. I thought that was... Oh, I suppose that's actually the other pontoon, isn't it? So, we're bound to have full battery on this. Everything is still connected down here. The anchors are fine. Tank is filling up. I think both dials should be working. Yep, they're working. Alright guys, so that is it. Our job is done here for today. If we look in the mission panel now, you can see there's a transfer fisher person, which again is just such an easy mission to do. We'll do that in the next episode, guys. The research is going to be now on to... Where is it? Oh, we've done it. We've done our next research. So we've now unlocked the giant batteries and the solar panels. They'll be somewhere down here. There they are. Okay. So I think I'm going to go for the railings next. Well, not the railings, the tyres here under decorations, and then from that we can unlock the railings. They do have a very practical use in the game actually. So we can, I mean, for example, on the pontoon right now, I've just got these blocks here instead of railings, but they're quite big and chunky and they don't look that realistic. So we'll get the railings unlocked and the tyres. and then we'll go from there, guys, okay? But with all that being done, guys, it is now the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, guys, we've got big plans for the future, alright? Plenty more to come. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.